Namaste from Nepal. Today I am taking you out to the most beautiful and historical place of Nepal, Patan. I am exploring one of Nepal's most historic and stunning UNESCO World Heritage Sites, Patan Square, right in the heart of Lalitpur. First, we are heading to buy a ticket for entrance. We have just arrived at the main entrance of Patan Square. On my right side, here are a ticket counter. The ticket gives you access to the entire square, the Patan Museum and surrounding attraction. If you are a tourist, you'll need to buy a ticket. Entry for foreigner is around NPR 1000. Here is our ticket for entrance. Now, let's visit these beautiful historical places of Patan with me today. The heart of Patan is this majestic Durbar square, once home to the Malla kings. This temple and building here is a masterpiece of newer architecture. Inside the old palace is the Patan Museum, one of the best in South Asia. It showcases religious art, bronze statues, and explains Hindu-Buddhist symbolism. There is something timeless about this place. Patan Durbar Square is not just a tourist spot, it's a living museum, a spiritual hub, and a window into Nepali soul. Now, we are exploring some beautiful places of Patan Museum. So, description about Patan Durbar Square. A UNESCO World Heritage Site and popular destination for a Kathmandu sightseeing tour. Patan Durbar Plaza is situated in Lalitpur, Nepal. It is a collection of historic structures from the 16th and 18th centuries, including temples, palaces, courtyards, and other structures. The square is a popular tourist destination and is regarded as the best example of Nepali architecture anywhere in the world. In the 3rd century, Patan Durbar Square was known as Lalita Patan. It was a small town then. Throughout the medieval era, when the Malla dynasty ruled, it developed into a significant hub of trade and culture. The splendid temples and palaces that still survive there were built by the Malla monarch, who were great supporters of the arts. In addition to its historical and cultural significance, Patan Durbar Square is noteworthy for its role in safeguarding the ancient culture, art, architecture, and way of life. Here are the book of historical paintings. The museum does not display objects. It helps you understand the deep meanings behind them. Why gods hold certain objects, what each gesture means, and how the art connects to everyday life. The scenario is too beautiful as well. You can see the green pond. It's peaceful here. The blend of knowledge, spirituality, and architecture really makes you feel connected to the roots of Nepali culture. Overall, Patan Durbar represents the rich heritage and artistic brilliance of the Malla dynasty. It's a key cultural and historical site in Nepal. Here, you can see the tourist and guider. The area continues to be a significant cultural hub and is a testimony to the historical, architectural, and artistic accomplishment. One of the most incredible things about Patan Museum is how it showcases the art not just as decoration but a deep spiritual storytelling. Every statue, every painting, and every carving here has a purpose, a message. This is what makes Patan Museum so special. You don't need to be an expert. The art here invites you to look closer, feel something deeper, and walk away with a better understanding of the Nepali soul. So yeah, this is the most beautiful and historical place of Lalitpur Square. Let's move to the next program. I am taking you on a walk through the streets of Patan, one of Nepal's oldest and most artistic cities. This is not your average sightseeing tour. We are diving into daily life, secret spaces, and hidden corners you won't find in guidebooks. These all are the things which represents our nation, Nepal, and all are the handcrafted things. Tourists from around the world come to Patan to experience its rich heritage and vibrant culture. The city welcomes visitors with open arms, offering stunning architecture, traditional crafts, and warm hospitality. Whether wandering through ancient square, exploring museum, or sampling local delicious, tourists here get a unique glimpse into Nepal's history and everyday life. Most visitors come here to see Patan Durbar Square, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, from the majestic Krishna Mandir to the intricate Golden Temple. Every corner of the city tells stories, and here are a guide of tourists who are describing our beautiful place and history of this place. Now I am heading to one of Patan's best kept secrets, the Golden Temple. But here is the thing, it is not easy to spot. You can see the Patan Tea Center in here. The entrance is hidden down this narrow alley right off the main street, and now here too you can see the ticket counter, but we Nepali have not paid for entrance, and for foreign visitors here are noticed. There is no big gate or dramatic archway, just this humble wooden doorway. But the moment you pass through it feels like you have entered a different world. Hiranyavarna Mahabihar, also Kabaha, informally called the Golden Temple with literal meaning gold color great monastery, is a historical Bihara Buddhist monastery situated in Patan, Nepal. The Golden Temple, or Hiranyavarna Mahabihar, is a stunning 12th century Buddhist monastery located in Patan, known for its intricate metalwork and golden facade. It served as an important spiritual center for newer Buddhists. The temple's peaceful courtyard, detailed statues, and centuries-old rituals make it a must-visit hidden gem in the heart of the city. As shown video, in Nepal, this small flame holds deep meanings. It's called a dio, a traditional oil lamp used in both Hindu and Buddhist rituals, made from clay or metal. The dio burns with mustard oil or ghee and is more than just light. It symbolizes knowledge, purity, and the presence of the divine. According to legend, Hiranyavarna Mahabihar was built at a location where a rat chases a cat. Rats were still being fed at the site in 1994, but this may have changed over the years. Now I am heading to eat one of the best food of Newari culture. No visit to Patan is completed without trying Newari cuisine. One must-try item is yamari. I am about to try a freshly made yamari. It's a warm, soft, and bursting with flavor. Here are one art shop in here. At first glance, it's just a painting. But look closer. Every line, every color, every symbol has meaning. This is a thangka, a traditional Tibetan Buddhist paintings on cotton or silk, rich with devotion, symbolism, and spiritual purpose. Thangkas are not just art. They are sacred tools for meditation and prayer. Each one can take weeks, even months to complete with precise geometry and ancient iconography. From the life of Buddha to the wheel of life, from wrathful deities to peaceful ones, every element in a thangka has a spiritual story to tell. You will often see these hanging in monasteries, prayers, rooms, or homes. They are not just decorations. They are gateway to inner reflection. And here the uncle is giving a description about painting, and is all are handmade crafted art. In a fast world, Othanka invites us to pause, to breathe, to see the sacred hidden in every brushstroke. It's more than art, it's a path to enlightenment. Master artists study for years to perfect the ancient techniques, mixing natural pigments, chanting mantras as they paint, keeping the mind pure. The streets of Patan are a charming maze of narrow alleys and bustling lanes lined with traditional neighbor houses, artisan workshops, and lively markets. As you walk through these winding paths, you will hear the sounds of craftsmen at work, smell the aroma of local species, and catch glimpse of centuries-old temples tucked between vibrant street life. Every corner tells a story, making Patan streets a living museum of cultural and history. Every step here feels like walking through history. These narrow alleys, the red bricks, the wooden windows, all tell stories. This is the place of Patan potteries. Humble, beautiful, and centuries old. For generations, potters in Patan have molded more than clay. They have molded culture with simple tools and soulful skill. They create water, pots, lamp, incense holder, and vessel that fill both homes and temples. This is not just work. One potter tells me it's what I inherited. It's how I pray. From wet earth to warm fire, each pot passes through a ritual of care. On this video, you can see a different people who are trying to pottery and enjoying the moment. In the firing clean, clay becomes a stone. And in that transformation, there is something magical, something timeless. And I am trying to do a pottery too. Some pots break, some crack, some survive, just like us. This is the art of Patan, the breath of each street, the story written in clay. The gullies of Patan are not just paths between houses. They are passes through time. You walk through one narrow gully and suddenly it opens up into a quiet courtyard, a hidden world, a bahal. This blend of public and private, sacred and ordinary is what makes Patan gullies so alive. And if you stop and listen behind one wooden door, you might hear a hammer on bronze statue being shaped. Behind another, the gentle brushstrokes of a thanga painting in progress. The gullies of Patan are not quiet because they were forgotten. And this is the Kubeshwar Mandir. It's one of the oldest Hindu temples. It's situated 200 meters from the northern part of Patan Darbaswar. It was built in the 14th century around 1392 by King Jayasthiti Malla, which makes it the oldest temple in Patan. It is one of the two freestanding five-story temples, the other being the famous Nathapol temple of Bhaktapur. The temple is noted for its graceful proportions and fine wood carvings and is dedicated to Shiva. And you can see here the people who are believing in Shiva as indicated by the large Nandi or bull facing the temple. The Kubeshwar temple lies in a complex that includes many other structures including Banglamukhi, Ulmanta Bhairav and two Hiti ponds among the most notable ones. It is a popular belief that the water spring that fills the ponds originates all the way from Gosaikunda, which is located 43 kilometers north of Kathmandu. Shiva's mounts, the bull Nandi is kneeling in front of the main Kubeshwar temple, high above the wooden roof tiers. Now, on the area of Patan Durbar Square, locals return home from work. Lovers walk side by side, just close enough not to touch. Vendors shout over each other, selling momos, chal roti, laughing tea. Their air smells like spice and dust and dreams. Everything feels louder, closer, more alive. In the daylight, pattern teaches you about history, but at night it teaches you about rhythm. Look from above, and the crowd looks like a river, flowing around temples, past gods, beneath the stars. Some cities show you their best face in daylight, but Patan, she reveals her soul at night in the warmth of her bricks, the rhythm of her crowd, and the silence between every heartbeat. So here is today walk through Patan, not in silence, but in stillness. Bye. See you on next video.